What's going on YouTube? Thanks for stopping by in another video. I know it's been a little while since my last upload. I've been real busy with programming assignments and projects and whatnot, so that's been taking up my time. I have a final coming up on Monday, so hopefully once that final is over, I'll have a lot more free time to do more videos and such. So yeah, and wish me luck on that final because I'm going to need it. Finals suck. They always stress people out, like myself. Anyways, that's besides the point. We're going to be getting into this video. If those dogs stop barking. Anyways, if you couldn't tell from the title of the video, we're going to be talking about 7 changes that are coming to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Evee. So these are things that you may not have missed from the E3 announcements and all the news outlets and whatnot that's been coming out. So hopefully you enjoy, hopefully you learn something new from this video. Make sure you like the video down below, subscribe to the channel. I do vlogs, gaming videos, videos on Pokemon, videos on cars whenever I get the chance. Okay, I'm gonna close this window. And if you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe down below. I try to be entertaining as much as I can. And let's get to the video. Again, if you like this video and learn something new, make sure you comment and like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Let's get started. Oh, one last thing before we get started on this video. I want to direct your attention to the description down below where you'll find links to pre-order both Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Evee. You'll also might be able to find a link, if I can find it, for the bundle that they're having with the Pokeball Plus thing or whatever it's called, where it'll have an exclusive Mew in it. Which kind of sucks if you ask me, but Mew will be exclusive to this Pokeball Plus thing that they're selling in this bundle. I'll also have a link down below for the Pokeball by itself, so you don't have to buy it in the bundle. But the only way you'll be able to get Mew in this game is if you buy this thing. So I'll have these 4 different things listed down below. Make sure you pre-order those games as soon as you can because they're selling out quickly on Amazon. And I believe you get a slight discount if you're a Prime member when buying these games. So thanks for checking out those links, and now let's get started with the video. Alright, so like I said, this video is going to be covering some of the things that were announced during E3, before E3, after E3, everything in between. So big change number 1. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Evee is introducing co-op to the games. Yes, you heard me right. Co-op is coming to these mainstream Pokemon games. You can now play co-op in Pokemon with 1 pair of Joy-Cons even. The partner helps in battles by using one of your extra Pokemon to make it a 2v1 situation or 2v2 if there are other double trainer battles. I'm sure they're going to add other double trainer battles in the game. They have in every other game. I'm pretty sure there were double trainer battles in Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. So expect to see some double trainer battles in these games as well. Which, if you have a person to play with, is going to make it a 2v2 battle, which is going to be fun. And for your 2v1 situations, you can finally get revenge on those trainers that would 2v1 you. I mean, granted, you'll be able to use 2 of your Pokemon, but it's just 1 of you versus 2 of them. So now it's revenge time. When you're playing with a buddy, they'll also boost your catch rate and experience gained from catching a Pokemon together. And from what it sounds like, they intend for this co-op thing to be for, say, if you have a kid or something that's playing this game, you'll be able to give them a little extra help when it comes to battling and catching Pokemon. So tell me what you think down below about this, if you're excited for co-op to come to these games or not, and if you're ready to finally get your revenge on those 2v1 people that always want to challenge you by yourself thinking it's a fair battle for some weird reason or another. Alright, next item on the list. Speaking of catching Pokemon, there are no more wild battles. Now when you encounter Pokemon, it will be like in Pokemon Go, where now you will have to throw the Pokeball. The difference being is that on mobile, you'll be throwing it by flicking your finger and trying to aim with the flicks. In these games, you'll be aiming with the motion controls to get the Pokemon. You'll also be able to win more Pokeballs from trainer battles, so hopefully, since we'll just be tossing a lot of Pokeballs trying to catch Pokemon without weakening them first anymore, that it will offset the cost of having to buy a ton of Pokeballs to catch all these Pokemon and not just destroy your monetary income and whatnot. One thing that we don't know yet when it comes to catching these wild Pokemon, since there are no more wild battles, We don't know if the same is going to be for legendary Pokemon such as Mewtwo, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. We don't know if those encounters will still just be throwing Pokeballs at them, or if those encounters will have battles to lower their health to catch them. So I guess that remains to be seen. I'm hoping for the latter. I do kind of miss Pokemon wild battles and such. There's a whole different level of intensity of trying to lower their health to try to catch them, but that's besides the point. We don't know if the same will be for legendary Pokemon or not, so we'll see. Alright, so number 3 on the list. Since there are no more wild battles, you now gain experience by catching lots of Pokemon. The stronger and bigger the Pokemon, as well as better throws, the more experience you'll gain. So if you're throwing perfect throws at these Pokemon that are high levels, then you'll get more experience points. Also with the rare Pokemon, I believe you get more experience points as well. You'll also still get experience from trainer battles, and you also seem to get more experience when you catch Pokemon with a friend. You get like a bonus multiplier whenever you catch a Pokemon with a friend, netting you more experience. Oh, and one last thing on the subject of experience, all your Pokemon will get the experience across the board when you catch Pokemon, and I believe when you battle against trainers and beat them. All your Pokemon will get the experience. It's not just, the person in the front of the party and whatnot. It all gets distributed evenly, although I believe when you're in a battle, the battling Pokemon will get a little bit more experience than the rest of the team. And so now, number 4 on the list. There is no more wild Pokemon encounters when you walk into tall grass. Back in the old games, when you walk in tall grass, you're just pretty much walking in there blind, waiting to see what kind of Pokemon will show up next to try to battle you. Now you'll be able to see Pokemon in the wild and kind of choose which kind of Pokemon you want to encounter. Some Pokemon will be more aggressive and seek you out, so be wary and careful of them, because I saw in the demo that they were showing that it seemed like the person was trying to go for, I think, a Pikachu, and another Pokemon just kind of ran at them and in a sense stopped them from getting to that Pikachu. And I believe once that encounter was over, that Pikachu was gone. So you gotta be careful about the aggressive Pokemon that's going to try to stop you from getting to the actual Pokemon that you wanted to encounter. I kind of like this concept because now I'll be able to hang around in places and kind of see what Pokemon will pop up instead of, walking around blindly trying to see if there's a random Pokemon in certain areas or not. You can just kind of stand there and just observe and see which kind of Pokemon come in and come out, so you can go and encounter the ones that you actually want. That way, when you go to the infamous Mount Moon, you'll be able to see the Zubat coming and avoid them while also seeing Clefairy in there and going to grab them, instead of just, walking around aimlessly hoping for the best but expecting the worst, which is going to be like 20 Zubats to every one Clefairy that you find or something. Alright, now, item number 5 on this list, we're making some good headway. Now, there will be no more Pokemon PC storage boxes. Now, Pokemon that you catch will all be in your bag and with you at all times. I don't know the mechanics yet, but it's speculated that you'll be able to switch out the Pokemon on the fly instead of having to go back and forth between Pokemon centers to use the PC to switch Pokemon. So as you can see from this screenshot in the Pokemon Center, there's no more PC. What you'll have to do now, as you can see from this screenshot, is see that there are a bunch of Pokemon in this bag with you at all times that you can also, release or send to the professor for other goodies, which I'm not really talking about in this video. If you want to know more about that, comment down below and I'll explain to you what happens when you kind of send your Pokemon to the professor, because you don't get candies like you do in Pokemon Go. Alright, item number 6, we're almost done. Pokemon will now be following you again. There have only been 2 Pokemon games where Pokemon could freely follow you outside their Pokeballs. Well, really 1.5. In Pokemon Yellow, Pikachu could follow you outside of its Pokeball, and that was the only Pokemon that could do that in Pokemon Yellow. In Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, any Pokemon that you had with you could follow you outside the Pokeball, which was incredible. People loved it across the board everywhere. People loved interacting with their Pokemon, seeing how they're feeling, seeing what they're thinking, seeing them do these weird things. Pokemon following outside of the Pokeballs was a major hit, and since Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out with that feature, every Pokemon game after that didn't have that feature anymore. And people have been begging for this feature to come back to Pokemon games with, no luck until now. But, after all this time waiting and begging, this feature has finally come back, and boy, did it ever come back. Now, when Pokemon follow you, they have different animations, like Electro will be rolling along with you behind you, and if the Pokemon are big enough, you can now ride them, as you can see right here with the Zonix. you can ride Pokemon now, which is freaking awesome. So now I can't wait to see what kind of Pokemon they'll let you ride and which ones they won't let you ride, and it's just going to be fun. It's been a feature that people have been begging for, and we're all so very glad that it's finally back. And for the final thing on the list, Pokemon now have individual sizes. Now there will be times when you see Pokemon with a strange aura going around them. Well, what this aura means is that they're not the typical size Pokemon. If you see a Pokemon surrounded in a blue aura, that means it's smaller than the usual Pokemon of its breed. If you see one that's surrounded in red, that means it's bigger than usual. These Pokemon will also give you more experience when you catch them. Whether they're stronger or weaker, depending on size, remains to be seen. I believe in Pokemon Go, the bigger Pokemon tended to be a little bit stronger. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but from what I remember, I haven't played the game very much in a long time. But bigger Pokemon tend to be stronger, I think. So I don't know how it's going to translate over in Let's Go, if the bigger ones are going to be stronger than the little ones. But either way, if you catch either the bigger ones or the smaller ones, you'll get bonus experience points towards your party. Now that's 7 quick new changes that are coming to the new Pokemon games, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Evee. If you enjoyed this video, or if you have any more questions about these things that are coming, make sure you comment down below and ask the questions, and I'll do my best to answer those questions. Otherwise, like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, I really appreciate it. Like I said before, I like to do vlogs, videos on games, gaming news, videos on Pokemon, videos on cars. I like to do a wide variety of things right now until I figure out whatever is going to work best for me. So hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, subscribe down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.